That's a pretty long
if you had
distance.
the advantage of like just like if you had like going in
running
and they didn't know you were there, like if you were able to sneak up on a wolf, I agree with that. But if you're kicking a wolf that's ready to kill you, no shot. No chance.
I'm just talking about the generality of being able to kick the 110-pound wolf. I'm not talking about during the fight.
Oh, so you're just talking about kicking on like unarmed wolves. That's what it is.
An unarmed wolf. So that was just the body of a wolf. Just a head in the body.
I'm just saying. Britannica.
Oh fuck.
Wikipedia. Core is just a search website. Gears are wheels. They're teeth wheels.
Oh my god, this is going to be the whole hour.
No shot. He said he doesn't want to talk about it and then brings it back.
A gear is not a wheel, and the steer like.
It's not
For the conversation, a wheel is something that moves something else, right? So,
a gear.
I win. Wheels. More wheels than doors.
so the wheel has to move, right? The wheel can't stay stationary, like in the location on the planet Earth.
It's something
gear.
to help you traverse.
It's a gear. Oh, you guys are describing a gear. It helps you traverse, and it doesn't stay stationary because
The
usually
center
when you're
of the
using a gear,
circle-
especially in a motor engine, it's moving. It's staying within the engine, but the engine is moving with the wheels on the outside, the tires and the wheels, including the steering
I feel
wheel.
like you're just taking
Boom.
your time. You're just going out of your way to be extra difficult on this.
I'm not being extra different.
Facts.
100% kinda
Google
are.
is a gear a wheel?
Okay, that's
and it
for
says
that.
gears
But
are
in the
typically
sense of
wheels
this
with teeth or
conversation,
cogs.
Those are not involved. It's just
They are
regular
wheels.
wheels. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
So
It's a
deposit
wheel, yeah.
deposit box doors don't count.
Say again?
All right, we're not counting microwave doors because it's not a door. It's not a door. What else? Trunks
a
aren't
microwave door
doors.
is a door. It leads into
Then
something
cogs
else.
are wheels.
No,
Then cogs
no.
are wheels.
The cog would like saying as a laptop is a door because it swings on a hinge.
A laptop's not a door.
That exactly, and a cog
Okay.
isn't a wheel.
But I'm not saying a ball bearing's a wheel or some bullshit. I'm
Mike is cutting
saying
out.
a gear is a wheel.
That's a better argument. Are we counting spheres as wheels?
That's a ball. Ball's not a wheel.
I agree.
But I mean, if you're counting a cog as a wheel, then like flip phones would be doors.
Yeah, how you gonna
Shut up,
how you gonna
Mr.
count a cog
it's
and
not.
not
How? It's on
a
hinges.
bearing?
So we're just counting things with hinges.
No, we're not. Which is
we're
why
That's
cogs
what I'm
and
saying.
steering
If you're
wheels
counting a
don't
cog if
count.
you're counting a cog as a wheel, then like literally anything
Okay, I'm
on a
googling
hinge would be a
what
door.
is a wheel. What is a wheel? A circular object that revolves on an axle and is fixed below a vehicle or other object to enable it to move easily over the ground. How does a gear not fall into that?
Or
Not a gear. Yeah, a gear.
no, a gear does not fall in that at all.
If you pull up a picture of a wheel and then pull up a picture of a cog, not a corg, a cog gear.
I know what a cog is. I know what a gear is. I know what you're talking about.
Clearly you don't because it's a wheel.
It's not a wheel. It's not a wheel in this instance. Like this, that's not what the discussion's about.
Whatever. You're insane. This whole argument's insane.
The whole argument
Welcome
is
to
insane.
SpaceBar Podcast. Your
Yeah.
camera. You're not allowed to do that, Nathan.
Rip the dream.
Podcast 15, Spacebar episode, words and things, where we all agree that a cog is a wheel. Yeah.
Actually, we
How's
don't.
everybody's day going?
Also, happy quinceanera to our fucking podcast. Motherfucking 15 in the house.
Let's go.
Right? We're about to get drunk. Our uncles are about to get way too drunk. We're about to have all sorts of stories. The music's going to be popping. I'm going to get a lot of money. Let's go. This episode, we're doing Would You Rather. Thank you for tuning in. The Would You Rather episode, I feel like, was very enjoyable. So, we're going to do another one. And we're going to do it right now. And we're going to start with this question.
By the way, I'm Eric.
Yeah, I'm Drew. One time I went to a quinceañera and somebody did ice right in front of me. It was pretty scarring.
Somebody what?
I don't know if it was ice. They smoked crack. It was pretty crazy.
Wow.
I've never seen anybody smoke crack.
At a quinceanera, you
It's
said?
crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell no.
Was it a guy or a
crack
girl?
cocaine.
Had to
It
be a
was a
dude.
guy.
I feel like crack is a guy thing.
Oh, shit.
I feel like heroin is unisexual, right?
Oh, wait,
But I feel
mean-
like crack itself is kind of a dude thing.
drugs a gender thing.
Like when you think
I think
crackhead,
crack whore.
right?
You know?
I can think of like 7
I think of a
dudes.
black person.
You gotta bleep that out.
Got real quiet.
You gotta bleep
March
that
9th.
out.
Nah,
Oh
it's
my
no longer
God.
February. It's no longer February. My last name's Blackman, by the way. So
Have you ever seen the TikTok where it's like it switches to like March 1st and the guy puts his like gaming headset
Yes.
down? Hilarious.
Unfortunate.
I'm Nathan, by the way.
I'm Kyle, and we're getting started.
Don't
Don't
do
do
that.
that.
Don't do that.
don't do that. You said I'm Kyle. What does that rhyme with?
No, I was
And
just
then what you
thinking
just
that. Yeah, okay.
What?
I'm confused as well.
Yeah, I missed it.
Oh, okay.
This is just a certain hand gesture he did.
Oh, he
Oh.
did.
I was waving at the camera.
Your elbow was pretty
Stop!
far up.
He's doing the wrong hand though, so it's all right.
All right. So the first question for this: Would you rather get $1 million, but you lose a random bone, or not? I mean, I guess it's not a would you rather, but a yes or no. It's more of a yes or no question. Would you, for $1 million, would you take it to lose a random bone?
Yes. 100%.
For sure.
I have but am I entitled to the option of like
No.
replacing that bone?
I don't think so.
Like, if
Oh,
is
to
that bone just
replace it.
gone forever, I can
Yeah.
never get like a
gonna be
titanium
like-
replacement.
Is a spine a single bone or each
It's
vertebrae is
each
a
vertebrae.
bone?
Raise
Each
a bone.
vertebrae is definitely a bone.
How are you going to replace a vertebrae?
I feel like they.
Yeah, also, like, how are you going to, like,
I'm sure there's
if
replacements.
it's not an end bone, right, the sentence doesn't even work. Because if I lose this bone, I also lose all of these bones.
No,
Right?
no, it's
Bones,
just
for
noodle.
sure. Yeah, it's just noodled in the
It's just
bicep,
noodle
but your
right
bones
there.
are just there.
Like, so
There's no way
it
that's-
essentially becomes useless, right?
Like,
it's
I would
just
say
gone.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. If I can't
basically.
use the arm,
No.
it doesn't matter if I have the bones.
you could still you still have function of your hand. You just no bone.
What the fuck am I going to do with a hand if I can't lift?
It's like a mace, bro. Swing it
Yeah.
around, grab shit.
If it,
No, because all of this upward
But
movement
this is
hinges
also
off
like
your
2
shoulder.
bones,
true.
anyways. So you just have
No,
a
this is 2 bones.
Yeah.
Your forearm's 2 bones.
well. I
That wouldn't be easy because you would just be locked in one position, right? You can still do stuff.
yeah. This way
You just
you're
couldn't
just
twist.
locked in every position from here.
No,
out.
because
you're not locked in any position.
exactly.
You probably give yourself a mean hand job though.
Facts,
Some
bro.
rocking. Just saying. I don't think I would. Just because I don't like if I lose my femur. And this is.
The
Ulna?
skull is 1 bone as well, so
Ulna?
that'd be pretty
Yeah.
funny.
I wouldn't-
So is one bone.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to lose any of
Floppy
those.
head.
So I would definitely say
That's
no.
2.
That'd be terrifying.
Good job.
yeah, but you
I would
have
still
so
do
many
it.
bones. The odds are in your favor.
Right?
Like 100.
Like, I'm
or
just hoping for a figure.
199 maybe.
Like your teeth are bones, aren't they?
No,
No, I don't think those
I
are.
don't think so.
because if so, the
Because they
whole-
survive your skeleton, right?
Bro,
Yeah,
all
they
I know
do,
is on my
but
insurance. It's
I don't think they're
health and
counted
dentist.
in the
So I don't
206
think they're the
bones
same
in
bones
your body.
No. I don't think they're technically bones.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
I would do it.
Yeah, definitely not.
206, I feel like at least 170 of those would be super easy losses. Like if you lost like a knuckle bone. Like think of how many just in your hands and your feet. Like
think
that's got to be
Knuckles are
like
cartilage.
32
80 right there.
No, I mean, but yeah, there's 3 independent bones in your finger.
Yeah, and then you have a finger in each.
I want to say
For
there's
your palm.
32 bones in your foot.
You
And
got
then
a
there's, like,
million
6
bones
in your-
bank account, though.
Yeah, no, I still couldn't. That's a lot of risk. That's a lot of risk.
The
real
biggest
question
risk
is-
would be the head, right?
For sure. That's like that's
the
the
head
biggest.
is-
But as long as it doesn't kill you, as long as I'm
No, it
guaranteed to
doesn't kill
live.
you. You just look wild.
Yeah, your skull, your spine, right? And then like your
I think you could live without one vertebrae.
Yeah, I feel
but
like
it would
you
be
can.
weird. Like I don't think you're not gonna have the same mobility.
I think you just be
Back
an inch and a
brace,
half
bro.
shorter.
Back brace, bro.
Maybe stiffer, I feel like. Because it would be a gap. It's not getting replaced with anything. It's a
Yeah.
gap now.
Yeah, it just goes down, wouldn't it?
It could-
How's it? You're just gonna
The
float.
only other exception to it just being
The
a
arm
noodle
is different because
it-
gravity holds your arm there. But if you lose this vertebrae, you're gonna get compressed by gravity.
I would
You
say,
can't
like,
just
You're not
change
gonna-
the
your bones
laws
are
of
gonna fuse
physics.
immediately.
I would say the
They're still gonna
only
be offset.
the only
I don't you just lay down for you. You got $1 million.
the only
Shut
exception
that
to
down
it
for
being a
you.
noodle would, instead of it being like floppy, it would just be like you. This part would just.
I
be,
would pick it being short. I see people with disabilities like that all living their best fucking lives.
I mean, I'm team pro bone. You know,
Like, have you seen the people that lose their shin and they put their foot on their knee backwards?
yeah,
Yeah, I've
that
seen
shit
that.
is wild.
Wild. And they're just like
Well, maybe
fucking waving at me with their foot on their knee. Their knee.
me.
We're definitely getting canceled for this.
Yeah, this is such a bad episode.
Yeah. Next.
Episode where we get canceled.
Actually, first, can we get our first Would You Rather?
Yeah. All right. So this
Yeah.
one is: would you rather live? Just because I feel like it's kind of topical. We all just saw the Batman. Would you rather live in MCU New York or DC Gotham?
MCU New York.
No, or New York for sure.
That's easy.
I don't know, bro. I think I'd rather live in just like in a sense of like safety, maybe.
I never seen one
Yeah.
version of Gotham where I was just like, I want to live there.
I think, but you got to think about how.
Am I
many heroes,
me?
right? Like the
Yeah,
Avengers-
Am I
you.
me no matter
Yeah,
what?
you're,
all
it's
the
just
Avengers
you.
at one
It's
time
like
are in New York, right? Like, and they have like the whole fucking city goes up in flames, like it does in Gotham for sure. But like, I have to deal with what if fucking Hulk
Okay,
doesn't smash my goddamn car? Fucking Tony Stark's gonna land on that bitch, right? I
Marvel's like
Avengers
Batman.
insurance.
Yeah, for sure. You're getting mad money. Ain't nobody doing that. And also, which we had to pick which DC Gotham we're living in because if we're living in like the Dark Knight Rises Gotham, nah, miss me, bro.
Yeah.
That's free.
Not
for
even
all.
that.
That's like
Literally
literally
none
the
of the
perfect
Gotham. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's not one version of Gotham where I'm like, that's dope.
Where I want to be me.
I would say the biggest-
If I'm me, nah.
The biggest difference between the two is if like a civilian dies most of the time in the MCU, it's like a major catastrophe or like collateral damage or some shit like that. But in Gotham, they're targeted like actively.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
Like-
I'm gonna change my. As I'm thinking about it, like I'm thinking like Avengers villains are like targeting the world equally.
Right.
They're not just
Yeah,
like, burning
100%.
this fucking
Yeah,
city
they're
down.
they're
Like, I'm thinking
targeting
about Scarecrow,
mankind.
like poisoning the entire Gotham's whole water supply. So yeah, I'm changing my mind.
Yeah.
Like even just think about on the bus scene, right? Like this is in the trailer, so it's not like a spoiler, but the clown dudes are just picking on people. Like a mob of 8 dudes and just like fucking with this old Asian man.
Yeah, that's
like he
true.
just tried to live his best life.
Stop Asian hate, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm vengeance.
I'm gonna go with. I'll join you guys on New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it just seems happier and brighter. There's like Christmas festivals and like lots of the Avengers Tower is super cool. Like, there's a lot of good that comes with the bad. I feel like there's no
You get
good.
to see Spider-Man on occasion, Daredevil on occasion. That's cool. That's sick. It's like, oh, fuck. If I see Batman,
It's like
it's like when I see a cop in real life. I'm just like, what did I do wrong? No shit.
immediately in danger.
That is true.
Yeah.
Would you rather be able to turn somebody into their 5-year-old self mentally or physically?
Turn someone else or turn into
Turn
yourself?
somebody else. Like you have the ability to turn
Just one
somebody
person, or
else.
it's like I could do it whenever I want.
That's
It's
your
like
power.
a superpower.
We'll say that's your power.
it's your power. You can change.
I'm gonna go with physically
Well, not.
because then I can just beat people's asses.
This like goes hand in hand with how many 5th graders could we take?
100%.
For sure. For
Like
sure.
if I was ever like in an altercation, I'm like, damn, that's a big dude, right?
I don't know. The thing is,
mentally would
if
be
it's
fucking hilarious.
if it's not a one-time thing, the thing about it is you have to think about the repercussions, right? If you're actively changing the physical form of people, people are going to know. They're going to know it's you. They're going to put the pieces together. And by your 10th or 11th or 12th or whatever number it is, the world's going to know you're the guy who can turn people into 5-year-olds. But
Also,
if
in a
you're doing it
realistic sense-
mentally,
You got a lot more time, brother.
You got a lot more opportunity.
What I'm saying, physically, you're still beating up a 5-year-old, so you're still
have to
gonna get in
immediately
trouble.
fight them.
A 5-year-old's body. That's not on me. That's on him.
First of all,
They stay the
if
same mentally. I don't give a fuck.
yeah. Also, if a dude turns into, if someone in the reverse, if I'm about to box with somebody and I immediately turn into my 5-year-old self, I'm tucking tail and running. I'm out,
Oh,
bro.
God.
Like, it's
I'm all
over. This is
energy.
no longer equally matched. Like, you win. You just use god tier powers to transform me into a smaller version of myself. I'm out. If anything, I'm about to go back to elementary school and run that bitch.
Make hella money.
The kingpin of Starrett
Oh, my
Elementary.
God.
Yeah, I would definitely do mentally, just because it would be funnier. I feel like
It would be harder to get caught, too.
Yeah.
It's not even really getting caught. Like I said, you're still beating up a 5-year-old, so that's not
You're
gonna go well
immediately
for
saying
you.
that we have to
But
fight the
where did
person.
that come into play? You don't have to
I
fight
said it,
them.
no.
You can
I
just.
totally would beat
He said
somebody's
it.
ass. Yeah, 100%. Like if I was
That's
ever in
what
an
he said.
altercation.
I know, Eric
it's like,
said.
let's take Sora for example, right? Like there's no way.
Sora, I feel like
myself-
5-year-old Sora would still beat your ass.
No shot. There's no way.
Y'all be the
like,
same size, bro.
No shot. You're not. Kyle, you're 2 inches taller than me. Okay, for starters. For starters, Kyle.
Shit.
But there's no shot that I'm fighting Sora today, right? Now, 5-year-old tape Sora. They get the win.
I'm not laughing so hard. It's because Nathan's laughing hard. It makes me laugh harder. Okay, not even like a fighting thing. I'm not going to give somebody a second chance in life to better themselves. I'm going to put them back
How is
mentally.
that putting them? How are they bettering themselves?
If I had all the knowledge I had at 5 years
You're
old,
not 5 years old though.
I'm in the body of a 5 years old, so I'm going to grow back to my age.
So
No,
take another
you're
fucking 30
still
years?
40. No, like you don't get turned into. It's either you make their brain a 5-year-old person's brain, or you make their body a 5-year-old person's body.
I know what Drew is saying is that if he was 5 years old with the brain of a 28-year-old,
You
he's
don't
about
go back-
to.
You're not going back.
You're
in
still
age.
you,
You're still a
but
28
you're just
year old. You're just a
fucking
3
tiny.
foot tall 28-year-old.
You're the size of.
I don't know.
No, because you're
No,
you're
that's
gonna
not
live
how
to be
you're- that's not the
128.
question.
Yeah, it is.
No,
you're
it's not.
physically a 5-year-old.
You're
No, you're physically a
you
yeah. So you're
have
good.
the body of a 5-year-old, not the mentality of a 5-year-old. You don't. It's not like you're
Right.
You're not going
Exactly.
back to
So
the
your
age of 5.
physical
Yes,
body
you
is
are.
gonna
Yes,
age.
you are, because you have the physical body of a
So
5-year-old.
Hasbulla is a 5-year-old.
Say again.
Hasbulla, the
I don't know what
18-year-old
that
who's
is.
like 2 foot tall. He's a 5-year-old.
Got him. You-
Got him,
Then.
got him,
Thank
coach.
you.
No, you don't get a disease. You
He's
turn
18.
into.
basically-
No, you don't turn into a 5-year-old. You turn into the
think-
body of a 5-year-old.
You think
You're
having
still
a
the
5-year-old's
same.
brain after being an adult is not significant?
Okay, no, that
brain
would
damage?
be having the proportions of a 5-year-old.
All right. Well, that's the question.
That's different.
Yeah,
That's
that's,
you're
what
taking-
the
you're
question
taking
was.
this out of
Is having the
context. That's what
proportions
the
of a
question was.
5-year-old.
You're just reading too deep into it.
Okay, first of all, it
Physically-
could be interpreted either way because we're obviously 50-50 on this motherfucker on how the question is interpreted.
I take it as you're reverting them back
No,
to their
you're not
5-year-old
turning them
self.
into.
Read the question again.
Would you rather be able to turn someone into their 5-year-old self mentally or physically?
Physically. Oh.
Not atomically, Kyle!
Oh my god, I know this whole entire like point of like these types of episodes is about the semantics, but that's fucking annoying.
Okay,
and
look,
it's, no,
look.
if you revert
Put
me
it in
back
the
to my
comments.
5-year-old body, I am 5.
I'm still.
and I will
you're
grow
not.
back.
Still picking brain.
Physically 5 means your body is only 5 years old. That's what physically
I'm
No, it
picking
says
mental.
back to your physical or their physical body.
But it says back to, which means that your body is only 5 years old.
No.
Nonetheless, next question. We're obviously not going to agree about this.
I'm still picking mental.
Sweet.
I'm also picking mental. I don't know if we made declarations.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not trying to get experimented on.
Would you rather have chopsticks for hands or office chair wheels for feet? You're perfectly adept at using both.
My biggest question, the wheels for sure, because my fingers are super important. My question about the wheels is, am I one office chair wheel on each foot, or do I have the 5 peg on
I
each
say
leg.
your body slims down to the little stem, and then you have the
No shot.
five legs. That's an office chair.
No, because it's your feet,
Well,
not
it
your
would be
legs.
both feet would be.
Yeah.
The way I
Each
interpret
foot
it.
would be a 5
So,
peg, right?
yeah.
So you'd have
maybe
10
small,
wheels.
for sure. I feel like.
Yeah, obviously smaller than an office chair.
I
But
would take
the
a
same-
standard wheel over that, I think. You
No,
gotta think about
because-
how tiny the wheels are going to be.
But you know how hard it's going to be to balance
Like,
if
says
you have
you're
a
a
single
single
wheel?
rock and it's over.
Yeah, but I
bro.
mean, just even physically, like, just think about a cane, right? Like, if a cane won't just stand up by itself, but if it's got the 4 peg legs, it will, right? So if you got 4 wheels versus 1 wheel, the wheel's going to fall over, so you're going to have to use your body to not have the wheel fall over,
Some cogs.
just by physics,
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
Versus if you have
adept
the
at it, I'm just going to rock that. I mean, it is what it is. I think it's only going to hinder me if I'm just standing up straight forever.
My thing is, adept means you're good at it, but that doesn't. My question is, how do you stop, right? So if you have wheels for feet,
You ever seen roll bounce?
roll bounce.
No shot.
No idea what that is.
Look at him.
What?
Callback.
That's a fucking clip if I ever seen one, bro. Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
Roll
It
bounce
just
is a
depends on
movie
what
about
we're.
a roller rink. It's a black movie.
Yeah,
So, just FYI. Yeah.
Rip the dream.
it depends on what we're defining as office. What was it? Office chair wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As feet. Because I would define it as like the 5 legs.
You're talking about like from the waist down.
Well, yes, but if it
It said
says feet
feet.
specifically, it would still be the 5.
It would be from the ankle down, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
See, I think that would be
odd.
easier to live with.
I don't know.
I mean, just gaming in and of itself.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're adept with both,
Masturbating. Think about the splinters.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, they may.
Somebody better never catch me.
Are they
walking on the
meaty
top of the hill, bro.
chopsticks?
That's all I'm saying. So I'm fucked.
Yeah, are they like meat?
Chopsticks?
I don't know,
Just like
I
a-
just
That
about-
would be weird.
I'm just picturing it now. Also, would your office chair feet be meaty? Like, would they be skin
Ugh.
wheels?
On each leg, it's a toenail.
I do not like that imagery whatsoever.
That it didn't same. That's cursed. That is cursed. I'm thinking of like that pirate dude from Family Guy with the
I don't have that.
pegs for arms and legs.
Oh yeah, that'd be rough. That'd be a rough life.
Be a rough
Facts.
life.
But I'm picking feet, office chair feet.
Feet
Yeah,
as
and
well.
either adaptation, I'm going with wheels for feet.
Yeah.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Facts.
I'm gonna put a link in the topics for this one so you can generate a power. But would you rather have a superpower and be put in an apocalyptic world, or stay as you are?
I just have to.
It's just
Oh,
a
this is going
super.
to be confusing.
It's just
So we're only doing one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking the apocalyptic world.
Whatever apocalyptic world, and the power you get is the power you get.
I got psychic.
I got supernatural.
I got
Which means-
Beastmaster.
I'm an exorcist and a dimension hopper.
What?
I feel like a dimension hopper would be lit.
For sure. You
Okay,
can
repeat the
look-
question now that I know my power.
Would you rather have a superpower and be put in an apocalyptic world, or stay just right as you are?
Okay, hold on. Everybody has to go around and read their power and then the things, because I'll go first.
Well,
So I have
before we read the power, can
Beastmaster.
we establish the apocalyptic world we're living
Think
in?
of apocalypto. Dark side, right? Is that dark side?
Man,
So is it like a-
literally think like
We're talking like
I would say more like Mad Max.
Okay.
yeah, like Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout or Mad Max.
Yeah, I just didn't know
like
if
a
it was like
nuclear apocalypse.
like a nuclear. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm
powers.
Beastmaster, or that's my power, Beastmaster. I'm winged, so I can take flight with angel wings for up to 50 hours at a time. I have ultra sight. I can see the smallest details from 317 meters away. And I have wild call, which I can summon nearby animals for assistance. and my skill level is expert, but I'm weakened by oppression.
Damn, bro.
By
There's a whole history right there.
By oppression, like
By oppression. I don't know what that means. If somebody's just like mean to me because of
February's
I have
over and you
wings,
just suddenly forget.
I was about to say, you just forgot all about oppression, huh?
Goddamn wing
Cinco de
bastard.
Mayo, let's go. Cinco de Drinko.
Fucking.
St. Patty's Day.
so I don't know what I would do because my powers kind of sound cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I don't.
I'm basically whatever his name is from. No, not really. Never mind.
You're like
I got
Earthbound
psychic.
Aquaman.
And it's power type 1, and I'm reading like the comments, and like somewhere's like ultimate prankster power type 1, and it's like low-key, like belief voicery, anything the user believes comes true, or multi-presence. Someone said supernatural, 12 lives, possession.
That's
But,
mine.
like,
Supernatural is mine.
Mine is remote viewing and possession in a thing. It's strengthened by greed and weakened by innate goodness. So I'm definitely living in an apocalyptic world. I'm just staying away from the goody two shoes. Fuck out of here. I ain't got time for your bullshit.
I got
This ain't a movie.
for sure. I mean, it could be with all that.
Could be, yeah, for
it's
sure.
a whole Disney Plus series, actually.
Yeah.
I got super skilled, which is acrobatic, ultimate sword master, lockpicker. I think I have a lot of the similar shit that Eric was just saying. Belief,
You're just giving me
voicery,
Skyrim vibes.
multi-presence. For sure, yeah. I would definitely just become a cat burglar, Catman.
So if we pick our powers, are we still in the same world?
Yeah, you still
The
put in a post-apocalyptic world if you take the power.
Oh, okay.
Everybody except me, because my power is supernatural. It is a first degree power. It's natural since birth, and I'm a skill level expert. Perk 1 is I'm an exorcist. I can resist and banish evil spirits and demons. And quirk number 2 is I'm a dimension hopper. I can use supernatural power to travel freely between dimensions. So,
How's Constantine?
facts. I would say even a little bit
I don't think he'd be
further than
teleported.
Constantine.
Yeah, or teleported.
He can like pick other dimensions. He could just go to hell. Like I could go to all of the dimensions. Like I'm literally Doctor Strange in this motherfucker. So
Yeah, my
I'm
power
picking
set
that
doesn't
one.
really fit
Because obviously,
apocalyptic
like
world that we
I could
have.
just
Yeah.
dip out of the apocalypse, and all of a sudden I'm in the fucking titty dimension, the titty and beer dimension,
Solid dimension.
beers,
bro.
brats, and boobs.
and brubs.
BB40.
BB40. Would you rather be the very best at everything ever, or be mediocre in a fantasy world of your choosing?
Mediocre in a fantasy world of my choosing. 100%.
I think I would be the best at everything.
I agree. Yeah, the best at everything. I could make so much money.
I am actually
Doing
really torn
anything.
on this one because it would be cool to be like
That's a super tough
a
question.
mediocre
Yeah.
Jedi.
Yeah, you answered so easily.
No, you're not a mediocre Jedi. You're mediocre in the world, which
in the
means you're
world of
not a Jedi.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it would be. I would take it as your mediocre, your choice of choosing in the fantasy world of your choosing.
no,
So I'd
you
be a
would be
mediocre Jedi, or a mediocre ninja, or a mediocre scout.
Yeah, because like if I well I don't know because I was gonna say if Skyrim I don't know if you would be Dragonborn or just a regular but I feel like you'd just be a really
That's how it would be in
mediocre
the Star Wars universe. You don't know if you would be born with.
if you think about it,
almost
in almost anything, you I don't know. I would take it as if you like want to be a wizard, you'd be a mediocre wizard.
Right. Yeah, like if you wanted to be in Harry Potter, you'd be Neville.
I feel like it's kind of
That's the
torn though,
thing.
right? Because that's like saying
Well, no,
you're
because you
going
have to make it enticing, right? Or enticing, like to be mediocre and the thing that you really want in a fantasy world, or be good at real life. So to make it more enticing, it would be like I'd be a mediocre Jedi. It makes the question harder, in my opinion.
me. I'm the best here for sure.
Yeah, I'd be the
God.
best at just like any sport of my choice for a while, and then I'd move on to another sport.
Just in every scenario I can think of.
NASCAR, F1 driving. I would do so much.
You're always sports. I would not go to sports. That's not what I would do.
Right? Like, I don't want to, like, work. I don't want to be the best at coding. The fuck?
I mean, if you do it for a year, then you never have to
moving
work
a
again.
rock.
Yeah, for
3 inches with your mind.
Right?
So bored,
That's the
though.
thing is, like, if you're the best NASCAR driver, like, you're doing that for a while. I mean, I would just...
No, I do
First
F1
of all,
over NASCAR, bigger person.
First of all, number one, if I'm choosing... If I have a choice, I'm being rich beyond measure and not famous at all. I don't want fame at all. Like, I want to be able to go out to dinner and I want to be able to do shit on my, like,
But
I don't want
technically
anything
be
that
the
comes with
best at
fame.
evading paparazzi.
If the choice was, if the would you rather be rich and not famous or rich and famous, I would pick rich and not famous any day of the week, because
I've seen Twitter.
even if it was less money, right? If it was like you can have $5 million and not be famous, or have $50 million and be famous, I would pick the $5 million. Because I don't want fame. Sounds terrible in every way. Like,
Except
I don't want to go to any
benefits.
red carpet. Like, what? Like, I don't want to go to any red carpet events. Like, if I have $5 million,
shit. Free one of a kind shit. As a superstar,
it's not worth the negatives, in my
You can still
opinion.
get free one of a kind shit rich.
Facts.
Not if you're not.
And plus, I'm
famous.
confident I could turn $5 million into anything I wanted to turn it into.
I'd be happy with being a mediocre
You'd be
Jedi.
able to turn it into $1,000.
Or just be Kiba from Naruto. It's mediocre as fuck.
I think I would probably go best, just because I can't think of outside of like Jedi. I can't.
You want to be like a mediocre firebender?
My thing
Or
is, like,
waterbender?
Be tight, actually. Yeah.
I think it would be super
I'd be
cool
a fan of
for-
Star Wars. in like
That's
the
what I'm
Legend of
saying.
Korra
Like the Legend of
universe, though,
Korra.
like at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in this conversation, it would be super cool to do for a week, right? But every mediocre character I can think of in every fantasy world still
It's
lives
always
a
somebody's favorite.
lives a shit life, right? Nobody is living who's a mediocre person in a
Neville.
fantasy universe who's living a badass life.
I mean,
like,
Neville's not living a badass life, but it's definitely a better life than.
both of his fucking parents are irreversibly
Parents are
cursed.
Gonna die eventually. I mean, he's got a
You
great
would-
friend group. Doesn't he eventually marry Luna? Like, that's like the tale or whatever.
Notions has been a lot.
That's a score.
After the death of Voldemort, everything's like on the up and up for that man.
I mean, but even Harry and like Hermione and the main character, they just live normal fucking lives.
Okay,
Like,
I mean,
You're
but
like-
it's not a mediocre life. It's a normal life, right?
exactly. What if I have the option to live?
I don't think Harry
the
led
best-
a normal life. He was definitely famous.
It's called being mediocre at the
He was
thing
an
that you
Auror.
choose.
His kids went to Hogwarts. He just was after Voldemort died. Like, he was just.
He was still the dude
guy
that
who
killed
was the best,
Voldemort,
like,
just like he was
Quidditch
famous
player
before
of her time.
he even got there.
Yeah, but it's not like there was a reward for killing Voldemort. Like, he
True.
just
The
lived up his life.
initial question was being good at everything at life, or live in a fantasy world, and be mediocre, right? So you have to choose to be good at everything, just like you have to choose what world you want to live in and what role you want to play. Nobody chooses to live. So you could still live a normal ass life. You could still be famous as fuck or rich as fuck in this world, but you're mediocre. You're literally Mr. Satan from Dragon Ball Z.
No,
He's
I wouldn't
mediocre
call
as
him
fuck,
mediocre.
but he's successful.
How is
He's
that?
mediocre as fuck.
He doesn't
No,
do
he
He
anything.
can't fight.
He's
He
the
can't
most
fight. He
suc-
fakes everything.
But he's like on the planet Earth. He's super fucking successful. That's
because he's
not
mediocre
He's
and he
super
uses it to his
fucking rich.
advantage. No,
Oh
you
my
can't. You
God.
can't debate me on
That
this.
situation. 100%.
Yeah,
Everybody thinks he's
Mr.
a big
Satan's a
hero
perfect
and he's
example.
not.
Mr. Satan's
He was
a
a
perfect
he's
example.
mediocre in the
In-
show, but I wouldn't say that he's mediocre in life.
In the universe, he's not mediocre.
He chose to be a fighter. He's a fighter, and he's a mediocre fighter.
I would disagree. In the
He's a
word
mid-card
mediocre, you
wrestler,
can't.
I guess.
He gets anything he wants. That's not mediocre as fuck.
If I was a Jedi, I could, or let's say I was a bounty hunter, I could still be rich. I would still get some kills, but I'm just mediocre at being a bounty hunter in Star Wars.
I don't think you could be rich if you're mediocre. That's the point of the word mediocre. Like, I'll give you like Neville. Like, you could totally be Neville. Like, he led a super normal fucking life, right? But you can't pick another universe and go be rich and famous and just not be the best in the play. Like, you're mediocre. You're sub. Because you got to think, the word mediocre means mid, right? So you're in the middle of the best and the worst of the fucking worst.
So you're going to sit here and say there's not mediocre celebrities who are rich and famous?
I would say no. Anybody who's a celebrity by the word celebrity does not fall in the category mediocre.
Island Boys fucking are top notch.
Like,
they are top tier.
Even TikTok stars, right? Those people, like, even like someone like a Twitch streamer with 5,000 viewers, that would not be considered mediocre in our world.
It is mediocre for sure.
No way.
It depends on what they're doing. It depends on what they're doing.
I'll give you a good example, right?
Not being mediocre, you would actually have to.
So you had a streamer recently. Her name was Kia Pia, right? And she was a affiliate for a company that built PCs, right? And she was just a regular streamer, and she didn't generate any business for the company. She didn't generate any clicks to her link, nothing. She won a PC in a giveaway, and on the stream, the PC builder shit on her. And was like, no, I'm changing the rules because she doesn't do anything for my business, so I'm not going to give her a PC. And the people of his Twitch chat, it went viral. And they created TikToks on it, blah, 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 blah. And she's not a top tier streamer. To say, I haven't watched her content, so I really can't say if she's top tier or not. But she had minimal viewers. She wasn't partnered, nothing. Overnight, basically, right? Like within 3 days, her Twitch viewing went from 5 to 10 to hundreds. Her following went from 2,000 to 27,000. She literally applied to get partnered and got partnered immediately. She's partnered with Cooler Master now and other companies. But who's to say that she's not still a mediocre streamer? She's just partnered now, and she gets the benefits of that.
The difference is you're talking about a now scenario. You would have to see where it is, right? I see tons of partner streamers that have 75 fucking viewers. Those people are mediocre, right? 100%. You could be a partnered streamer and be mediocre. There's tons of partnered streamers that are mediocre. Like, if you're making a basic wage, if you're making $45,000 a year streaming,
That's mediocre.
you're mediocre. But nobody's getting 5,000 viewers consistently and is mediocre.
I don't know, man. I think my Mr. Satan argument is solid as fuck.
I do as well.
If you watch Dragon Ball Z and you know Mr. Satan, that dude is mediocre as fuck and is successful as fuck in that universe.
Well, agree to disagree. But in the term mediocre, you can't live.
You're mediocre at the thing that you're doing, Kyle. So every other variable is up for grabs. If I'm a Jedi, I'm mediocre at lightsaber fighting. I'm mediocre in the Force. But I still have a chance to marry a senator and then ruin the galaxy. Like, it's what you're doing.
I mean,
you're not just a mediocre person who fucks up all the time. You fuck up in whatever you choose to do in that universe.
I mean, then that's a dumb. Like, then there's no if and like you're gonna pick.
You could be good at everything in the world.
That's what I'm saying,
and not be successful.
The point of a would you rather is that it's supposed to have equal weight, right?
Right.
There's
you can be good at stuff and not successful.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I could be like rich and famous in the other world, obviously you pick that one, right? Because you're not stuck being mediocre.
It's chance. It's literally chance. You can be good at everything and not be liked and be broke and poor as shit. That's what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't interpret the question that way. And if it is that way, then I pick the fantasy world, and I don't think anybody would pick a real world.
Well, I mean, if you want to be good at something and enjoy what you're doing,
I'm picking the real world.
I mean, obviously you want to pick that.
Because I would not rather leave my life up to chance, right? Like, the mediocre world, it's up to chance. Whether or not like you could be rich or famous or whatever, you're mediocre at the thing you do, but the odds are against you in the sense of you succeeding at other things
question is
of that.
The question is like would you rather be a mediocre top 1% person in America or not. Because if
The
you
way I view
like
it-
anybody that picks Dragon Ball Z and you're mediocre Saiyan, you're better than 99.9% people in the universe.
Right.
Which is
what
dumb.
I'm saying. You beat
You're-
Raditz. Okay, so you'll be Raditz, but Raditz dies.
Raditz could
My point-
rule any planet that he wanted
But
to.
he
That
doesn't.
another
He
Saiyan
gets
was
clapped
on.
by Piccolo. My point being is
You're not coming to this world. You're still in the Dragon Ball Z world, so there's still plenty of people that can beat your ass if you're at it.
Yeah. What I'm saying is like it's like okay, if we're gonna use success as a line, you have a higher success rate choosing being good at everything because obviously you have a higher chance of making a lot of money or whatever. So you have a higher chance of success in the real world being good at everything, and you have a lower chance of success, but you get to live in your own fantasy world with your own role.
disagree with you in that a mid-tier picking the best type of entity in the universe that you
what's
pick.
the difference between picking to be a Saiyan and picking to be a wizard? At
A
Hogwarts?
mediocre Saiyan is better than almost every other race
Okay,
in
but
the
Frieza
universe.
still exists.
What?
Frieza still exists.
What?
Frieza still
I know
exists.
you're breaking up. That's why I can't hear you. So there's a whole like you know how many Saiyans never encountered Frieza? A fuck ton.
All of them. What are you talking about? All of them.
Not all of them.
All of them.
Literally not all of them. Because
Okay, yeah, in the history of saying, but at one point, all of them. That's my point. Like, I'm still, yes, to a human on Earth, I'm a god. But to other beings that can equal my skill level or exceed it, I'm mediocre. I'm going to get clapped.
Okay,
But I'm still living my own life in my
but
fantasy
you
world.
don't ever have to encounter those people.
Okay, how many people come to that planet wanting to take over it? Frieza's literally one of them.
You don't have to live on the planet that's the main
If I'm a
planet
mediocre
of the
Saiyan,
universe.
If I'm a mediocre Saiyan, and
You
I'm
don't have to
Raditz,
be on Earth or Namek or any of those fucking planets.
you're making straw hack arguments. That's all I'm saying.
What's the
No,
next
I
question?
think the way that you're twisting it is bullshit.
No, it's not.
I think Drew has a point because, like, again, there's not a difference between picking to be a mediocre Saiyan to picking a mediocre Jedi to picking a mediocre wizard. You're still in that
Yes,
world. It's not like you're
but
picking
all
that
of-
power and staying in this world. You're going to that universe to be a mediocre whatever.
But a mediocre wizard is better than every human on the planet.
Until you come across a better wizard.
But it's not like you're just fighting,
Like,
right?
motherfuckers got guns now.
Yeah, they don't got guns in Harry Potter. Apparently.
Facts.
Whatever the Hogwarts in America is scary.
Facts.
I'm just saying. I think you're
viewing it as
viewing it as
You're not gonna change my mind, so we should
not
just move on to
clearly
that
because you're
question.
not listening.
No, I know exactly what you're saying. I just don't
no,
think
you
that's what the
don't.
question means. Is that you can't live a great life if you're mediocre. That's the word mediocre.
Next question.
Would you rather have $100,000 or a random Pokemon?
Random Pokemon. And if you choose $100,000, you're officially on Team Mosquito.
I mean, I'm doing Pokemon for sure.
100%.
I'm doing Pokemon as
I just
well,
want-
but I'm gonna be pissed the
I
fuck
just
off
want
if I get stuck
Typhlosion.
with a goddamn Caterpie.
I mean, even if you got stuck with the Caterpie, there are a billion people on this planet would pay to see a live Caterpie.
Ooh, hold on. Let's see if I can find
I
a.
just found a generator.
Yeah, find a Pokemon generator.
Like if it was a even if it was a Caterpie,
Link.
a billion
Discord.
people on this planet
I put it in there.
would pay money to see a live Caterpie. If it was like a verified Caterpie,
I'm gonna say it has to be Generation 1 though.
No, let's just do all. Oh, it had to be in it? No, because my favorite. Ugh.
I mean, I feel like that's what the real world value of a Generation 1 Pokemon would be if they existed.
There's a
Okay,
generation
I'll
one.
give you that. Yeah.
I mean, just
So,
think about how
and-
much like the cards sell
Check
for.
natures.
If you were
Check
the
nature.
only person on the planet Earth with a Pokemon that was verified as a real Pokemon, you could make infinite amount of money.
True.
Oh, gross.
What'd you get?
A Seadra. I'll take the 10,000.
100,000.
100,000, first of all.
100,000 for sure.
No shot. I couldn't turn a live Pokemon, verified live, like everybody knows that it's a real Pokemon, and turn it into $100,000 in 1 year.
I just don't.
I mean,
Gotta
it
woo that.
evolves.
You wouldn't pay $5 to see a live Pokemon.
Not if it's a Seadra.
I guarantee you would. If you had an opportunity to see a Pokemon, like the only thing of its species, like you would see it. You paid $5 for it.
Shit, and I don't remember.
You paid more than that for a fucking drink at a bar.
90% of these. You're not wrong. I got woo that.
That one is.
I'd take the Pokemon still.
Yeah, I got
I'd just be
Elekid.
salty.
Elekid? It's an electric
It's been
type
too long since
Pokemon, and I'm for sure taking that. I feel like I don't have to pay power anymore.
You're just gonna turn a Pokemon into a slave?
No,
It's his job now? Like,
he can power that generator or something. He can help out.
oh, okay.
This is not a Generation 1. What's a Scroopy?
I don't think it's just Generation 1 because I saw it.
you can
Oh, it says Generate 1.
Yeah, it does.
You're right.
That's how many
What?
you're generating.
What I was going to suggest is we do. Let's just start this because I want to do a starting 3, and you get to choose one of the starting 3. Because that's how Pokemon games are, right?
Well, I
Like-
mean, 100% if you have one of the starting 3, you're a billionaire.
Well, no, like you restart it, you refresh the page, generate 3 Pokemon, and out of those 3 you choose because that's what happens in Pokemon games.
I mean,
You're offered 3 Pokemon, and you get to choose.
I did it 3 times, and I didn't recognize any of the 9 that I got, so...
Yeah, we're just gonna go with the one.
I think
Because I,
we
also
should-
don't know.
I think we should move on.
I did it 5
100,000
times and I
for
don't
sure.
recognize any of these. Oh, I got Executor.
Nice.
Not the egg tree.
Yeah.
Pinsar.
Oh, I did one more and I got Nidoking and Jinx. And
Jinx would be dope.
Scrafty.
I feel like Nidoking would be hard to keep up with. That bitch is huge.
Facts.
That thing is like 10 feet tall.
Yeah, but like that, a lot of people would pay to see a Nidoking, I think. A lot of people.
Would you rather poop on a baby or you die and go to hell, or you have to fight a wild, full-grown gray wolf with a baseball bat?
So I poop on a baby and then go to hell forever.
No, poop
Fight
on a
a
baby or go to hell, or fight a full-grown wild wolf.
Oh,
with
this is a
bat.
3-way?
I mean, there's just a consequence to the first one, and the second one, you live or die. Really,
So
the
no
first
matter
one
what,
is
in
you
this,
poop on a baby and you
and
go
go
to
to
hell.
hell.
poop on it, or you go to hell. If
pooping
you
on a
decide
baby.
not to,
Oh, it's a 50-50.
Yeah. No, it's
Wait,
not.
that's not a consequence.
It's not
That's a
50-50. It's either you peek.
It's really, would you shit on a kid or would you fight a wolf with a baseball bat?
I'm shitting on a child. Easily. You know, I think I could do that pretty easily.
Oh, it's if you don't shit on the baby, you go to
I
hell.
would shit on a
Oh,
baby
yeah.
in a heartbeat. I'd
All
do
day,
that for
bro.
$1,000 right now. Send me your
Third time's the
send my
charm.
Cash app today. Like,
You haven't shit on a baby?
I mean, if you shit on a baby, you're going to hell, right? I mean,
I mean, it is what it is.
willingly.
No shot.
I've already confirmed my position there, so I'm straight. I could.
It's a trick question because if you choose not to shit on a baby and go to hell, God will be like, you did the right thing. Come on up here.
Right?
No, he wouldn't be
Imagine.
like, you're dumb as fuck. He was like, just shit on that baby. He shits on himself all day long.
On God.
Literally covered in shit at all
On
hours of the
God.
day. Literally on God.
God.
God would have come down from the heavens and shat on that baby.
Yeah. We'll fight a fucking
We also
gray
live as the.
wolf.
We also have the reputation of the dude who shit on a kid.
But I'm also
Now,
trying
if
to
it
think,
was like,
you said a gray
would you
wolf?
live your own
kids,
life
bro.
or fight a gray wolf for the opportunity to make $100 million? I'm fighting that wolf. I think I could take a wolf with a baseball
I'm
bat.
pretty
A
confident.
single wolf?
Yeah,
One
one
wolf?
wolf with a
Wolf, not a
bat.
pack.
That's
I mean, it's a
that
wild.
sounds
wolf.
like light work, right?
I've
I don't
seen,
know
like-
about light work. I think it'd be a struggle, but that's
Yeah,
not
for
that's
sure.
not like a not like a tiger, right?
But if you take
Tigers
one-
are like
if you can
400
catch
fucking
one
pounds.
No, like, you
Like,
got
you're
a
losing-
chance with
to
a
the
wolf.
wolf's, like
Like,
fucking skull, right? They're not gonna get up after that. If you get one good baseball, one good full stance fucking
Plus, you have
swing,
something to like grab
yeah,
the
in
teeth with.
mouth, yeah,
Like,
you
yeah.
can fend it off. Wolves
I
gotta
think
get tired
you-
eventually, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I think you could take a wolf because I mean, like even like look
No,
up
it's possible for
like
sure.
full size wolf, like 150
So
pounds.
wolf heights can go anywhere
Just-
between
yeah, they're-
2.6 feet to 2.8
They're
feet
tall as fuck.
at shoulder.
That's like my
and
hip,
then-
bro.
That's
They
just
can
their
be
back,
anywhere
though.
between 66 to 180 pounds.
Gray wolf?
180-pound wolf. If we're
Gray
talking
wolf.
about the max, the biggest recorded ever wolf, that'd be a hard fight. But if I have a random number generator somewhere between 80 and 180, and you got a good chance of getting like I could kick a 110-pound wolf 5 feet. I think I'm pretty confident that I could.
I don't know about all of that.
Now you know how about the feral cats.
That's no. A wolf is way different than a cat, bro. It's fucking 25
If I got a
times
good
the size of a cat.
Swing, I think I could launch 110 pounds. That's light as fuck, bro.
Yeah, but like
I think I could throw
it's like-
110. Like if I
But its
had
weight like shifts.
they're
You know
agile.
what I
Do you think
mean?
you could throw a wolf
not like a-
110 feet? Is that what you're about to say?
no,
Oh.
110-pound wolf 5 feet.
Yeah, but you gotta get
Throw
a
it?
grip
Yeah.
on it, like to throw it, right?
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
gonna fight you if you attempt to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
To
help
throw
to
them.
throw a bit, to be honest, I feel like.
I think I
Until
could kick
let
it.
me go.
You also like
Kick
you're
off
not
you.
thinking like I'm not talking like aerial, right? Like I kick it and it goes 5 feet, right? Whether it's like
Assignment aerial.
rolling or
I'm still not
like
sure on that.
just like getting pushed back. I'm not talking like
I'm not sold.
an arc 5 feet in the distance where the next thing it touches is the ground 5 feet away. But I think if I full blow kick a wolf, I think I could push it back 5 feet.
No, I think you. I mean,
That's
if
a
you
pretty
had,
long
if you had the
distance.
advantage of like just like if you had like going in
Running.
and they didn't know you were there, like if you were able to sneak up on a wolf, I agree with that. But if you're kicking a wolf that's ready to kill you, no shot. No chance.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the generality of being able to kick the 110-pound wolf. I'm not talking about during the fight.
Oh, so you're just talking about kicking on like unarmed wolves. That's what it is.
An unarmed wolf. So that was just the body of a wolf? just a head in the body? We got
I think you can take
super
that
off
wolf.
topic.
It looks unarmed.
But yeah, I shit on the baby.
Well, this could. Would you rather take a genetic enhancement of your choosing or a cybernetic enhancement of your choosing?
Ooh.
Vernetic?
Sure, I'm replacing an eye or something.
Chill out, man.
Replacing like
Unarmed.
No,
brain,
you get-
right? You're not doing
Oh.
something brain compatible?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, would you want to be physically? Well, I guess you could do that cybernetic too. I guess genetic would be like gills, right? Or wings.
I mean, like
Yeah.
airplanes and scuba tanks. Like we're Gucci. I'm doing cybernetic 100%.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
definitely doing cybernetic as well.
yeah, I'd probably just do cybernetic to like increase my brain
Even
capacity.
even if you take the brain out of it, you could do something like Cybertronic ear, where you understand every language on Earth.
Gadget Extendo Legs.
Or yeah, like
That's awesome.
honestly, I'd pick fucking cybernetic eyes. Don't have to wear contacts anymore. Get the fuck out of here. Not trying to buy contacts for the rest of my life.
You're gonna have genetic enhancements to kick wolves even further than 5 feet.
True. Then you could have cybernetic enhancements to actually kick a wolf 110 feet.
I
so-
feel like any genetic enhancement you pick, there's a better option of cyber. Like if you pick like super strong legs, right? Like just get like no shot a natural human, like even an unnatural human could ever be as strong as a robot leg.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here.
I'm just thinking of like the attachments that go along with like cybernetic things, right? Like you could have a grappling hook installed in your arm and like all sorts of other things. That would be sick as fuck.
I think night vision would be dope. Like
Night vision would be tight.
yeah, just
But it would be unpractical.
Could you, like,
in
install-
our everyday lives?
Could you install, like-
grappling hook though?
An cybernetic eye that does multiple things.
I think we should
like-
limit it to one.
I mean, I would say like
Multiple things only if it's like those pins from when we were in elementary school with the colors around each side.
Yeah, it's kind of
Nice.
going the same. Like you could have a cybernetic eye that can zoom in and also see at night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you couldn't
Yeah, I
have
think
like a
I see what's
cybernetic eye that makes you run faster.
yeah.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. I was thinking like like binoculars or like being able to zoom in to super far
Thermal
distances
vision.
and having thermal vision stuff like that.
I would honestly just consider that basic cybernetic eye.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
not fancy.
That's not even the upgraded
Yeah,
version,
like,
bro.
I'm thinking of shit that's like being able to like calculate angles and shit.
Yeah, I feel like that would be
well,
brain
that
shit.
would have to.
I would
Yeah.
chalk that
I
to brain.
guess.
Yeah.
Not, what you would be thinking about, like the upgraded version, would be
Overclocking
like
your
laser.
brain.
Like,
Right. Okay.
like you fucking welding with your eyeballs.
Would you rather know how you're going to die or when you're going to die?
That was a good one.
Either way, you're going to be anxious, I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, at least I feel like actually if you know when, you've got some time.
It depends.
As long as
Yeah.
it's like far
When.
enough out.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like tomorrow. Right?
I would definitely go win because that's gonna. I feel like that would put me more at peace. Of like,
Well, you
'cause
can also
I don't
shape
know.
even if it was like next year. Like I would just quit my job.
Oh
and
yeah,
like,
live my life to the fullest every fucking day.
live it the next year to the fullest. Do everything that I want to do.
Because
then like even yeah, you might not get to check everything off, but you'll get to do more than if you didn't know when you were gonna die.
Yeah, because if you're like, let's say if you chose how you're gonna die and it's like drowning
Drown anywhere.
anywhere, I could drown in a fucking bowl of soup, bitch.
Facts.
Like in the bathtub.
Like for all you know, you have a stroke, you're still alive,
In a
and then
bowl
you're
of soup.
drowning in the soup.
Apartment police.
I don't know.
I'd go with win.
I don't like thinking about death.
I think I would
Probably
go
win though,
too.
just for the points you guys made.
For sure, win. Because it's like, I would, even if it like, if I got like killed by like a car crash, like I'd be so anxious. I'd either avoid cars or be like terribly anxious every time I'm in a car, rather
Yeah.
than being like, I got a year and something's gonna happen. I can at least prepare.
I got a question for you. Would you rather choose how you die but don't know when, or choose when you die but don't know how?
If it's within reason, I'm choosing win.
I don't think it's within reason.
I'm choosing how, because it'd be when I sleep.
But I mean,
In my sleep.
If it's not within reason, then if I chose like when
Yeah,
I
well,
died,
what's the
then I would
type of
just
person
live
asking me
forever.
this though? Because like, I want to gauge based off their personality how violent this death is gonna be.
I would like to die in my sleep. I feel like that's most people.
Would you rather live to pass like to the average old age, like whatever it is, like 83 or whatever, and die painfully, or live half that and die peacefully?
How painful are we talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stage 4 cancer for 8 months
I'd take that.
with no morphine.
I'd take that.
Yeah, it's
that would be
pain-
me
no
if I got
way.
cancer anyways. So.
True.
You do allergies.
Unfortunate.
Trying to die as
I think I would
peacefully
pick
as possible.
painful too. My whole life is painful. Like that's a hard one though.
That's a good one for sure.
I hope I die
one real
old
quick,
and peaceful.
because this is kind of what I wanted to talk about. You have 3 doors in front of you, right?
Wheels?
And in you have 3 doors in front of you, and behind one of those doors is whatever you want. It could be riches. It could be a brand new car. It could be somebody that loves you. It could be whatever you want. You pick a door, and after you pick that door, I reveal that one of the doors, and it's empty. It has nothing in it. Would you rather keep the door that you have, or choose the other door?
Quiet because I'm a math major, so I have a master's degree in accounting.
You said what?
I said I'm gonna be quiet because I have like I already
Okay.
I
get you. Yeah.
Like I'm vaguely familiar with the scenario, and I know there's like a wild percentage for the third door, but I can't remember if it's wild good or wild bad. It's like a Price is Right thing, wasn't it?
It is. I mean, kind of.
I mean, it's statistics is
It is statistics.
the root of it. But I'm gonna let y'all think it out because I already know the answer because I took advanced statistics.
Run that question by me one more time.
Okay, so you have 3 doors.
Cool.
Behind one door is $1 billion. And behind the other 2 doors are goats. Right? You pick one of the doors, and I open it, and it's a goat.
No, you pick
No,
one.
you pick one of the doors, and I open a door you didn't pick. Right? So you pick door number 1, I open door number 2, show you a goat. And I ask you if you would like to switch from door number 1 to door number 3. But in any order. The number order doesn't matter. You can keep it or you can switch.
Which would you do?
I'll switch.
Keep the door. Keep the door or switch?
Switch city.
I'd keep it.
So statistically, you have a better chance switching.
Suck it, Eric.
Yeah, it's called the Monty
Enjoy
Hall
your
problem.
goat, brother.
Enjoy your other goat, bitch.
No, I got a minute.
Well, I mean, you don't know whether
You
you,
don't
get the
know.
goat or not. But you have a
Suck it.
you get an extra when you pick the original, right? What's the percentage that you pick right?
33%.
Yeah. When they take away one of the wrong ones and you get the opportunity to switch, you gain an extra 33%, and the chance that you pick the right one is 66%. Right? Here, I wish I had a piece of paper, right? So
Yeah. It's about the variables because, yeah. I can't remember exactly how it is. I was hoping Kyle would.
here, I'll show you.
If they took a door away, then their chance of you
I'll break it down. I'll break it
picking the
down.
right door is 50-50.
It's not though. I'll show you statistically.
How?
Here. I'm about to show you.
It's
I'm
the
about to show
different
you.
variables.
I'm about to show you.
Variables, my ass. It goes from 1 to 3 to 1 to 2.
No. Look. Here.
Well, that's the point. It's supposed to seem simple, but it's not. Because it's one of those tricky questions. Because I think the way it was explained, and then Kyle will clear it up, was I showed you one door that was empty, and that took away the 33%, and you would naturally think it was 50-50. But out of all of the outcomes, if you chose the one, or you kept the one that you have, Kyle's gonna explain it. Yeah, perfect.
So these are the only 3 possible mixtures of the doors. Right?
Mm-hmm.
These are the only 3 possibles. Right? So pick a number. 1, 2, or 3.
1.
Okay. We're picking door number 1. Right? So in this instance, there's a 33% chance that you're right. Correct?
Right.
In this 33% you're right, in this 33% chance you're wrong, and there's 33% chance you're wrong, right? Now, we have picked door number 1, so I cannot open door number 1, right? I can't open door number 1 and show you whether
it's a good time
you're
to
right
go to
or
the
wrong,
YouTube.
right? So, in order to show you that it's wrong, in this instance, I can only show you this door, right? So you picked one. If you switch, you're right. Right?
Right.
You picked one. I have to show you this door because I can't open the right one and I can't open the one you picked. Right? So I have to open this one. So in this instance, if you switch, you're correct. Right? In this instance, I have to open this door to show you that it's empty. Right? I can't open this one because that would be the right door, and I can't open the door you pick. So in this instance, you're right if you switch. In this instance, I can open either door to show you you're wrong, and if you switch, you're wrong. So this is bad. So in 2 out of the 3 scenarios, if you switch, you get the end. So originally, you have a 33% chance of getting it correctly. But if I open one of the other doors you didn't pick, and obviously I have to open the one that doesn't show the goat, that doesn't show the $1 million, 2 of the opportunities when you switch, you get it right.
Right.
Which is 66% chance of switching, you get right. So you get an extra 33%.
Yeah. Math, y'all.
Math is a wonderful thing. This
Oh.
other.
Can I do one more?
Oh, so let's make it
Okay.
the
All
last.
right. Okay. Would you rather have no gadgets, no prep time, just a fight? Michael Keaton Batman, Christian Bale Batman, Robert Pattinson Batman, or Ben Affleck Batman?
Robert
Michael
Pattinson.
Definitely not Ben Affleck.
Michael
Not Ben Affleck?
Absolutely not.
That's the only one that straight up
That's the
murders
biggest
people.
one!
That's the
Keaton.
murderer.
He was a savage.
I'm
That
picking,
dude is
I'm picking
wild.
Robert Pattinson because he's got the least skill so far.
In hand-to-hand combat
I'm taking Michael Keaton.
to win. Not the first to go. If I said first to go, I'm sorry.
I
To
think
win.
I thought you were saying that we're fighting them.
No, yeah, I thought we were fighting them.
No, sorry. You're picking the person to come out on
fighting
top.
each other.
Oh, in a 4-person
Yes.
free-for-all. Okay, you
Yeah,
worded
okay.
that so
then,
wrong.
then yeah, I'm picking Batfleck because he murders people.
I am picking, Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I'd go with Sam
But
as well.
I thought you were
But,
talking
okay,
about
here, let's
who I
switch
had
it. Let's switch it to the
in
other
my
one.
mind.
Who do you want to fight, though?
I'm fighting Michael Keaton.
I think I'm fighting Michael Keaton too. Rob Pattinson is younger.
Exactly.
Michael Keaton was like 40 when he made that movie.
You're still fighting. You're fighting 40-year-old Batman. Like you're just
but
Michael
Michael
Keaton,
Keaton
universe
Batman.
Batman.
But he was the
still-
least. He was the least combative Batman.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, yeah.
If you watch all of them
I haven't
fight,
seen those in a super long time.
okay,
Yeah,
well,
me
the
too.
choreography of Michael Keaton is bad comparatively to the other three.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm definitely taking Michael Keaton.
I'm just thinking of it as like. I guess I was thinking of it as like, just where they're at in their career. And Robert Pattinson seems to be like, yeah, I'll try the guy that just started. He's still making mistakes.
But I mean, he still
Nah,
can't beat
Still
your
get
ass.
violent.
Yeah.
Did you
violent
not
as
see
fuck.
that one train
Yeah,
scene?
he took on 8
No, for sure. but
well-sized dudes.
With his
either way,
hands.
I get knocked out real
And a
quick,
taser.
or I get.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'd lose the
Murdered.
fight no matter what.
Oh, for sure, I'm losing. I'm not gonna be Batman.
And honestly, Robert Pattinson's
Bublé?
probably going to beat the shit out of you. Mike Keaton probably knock you down and you
Unless
hit
you
the
get that-
count,
yeah, unless
and
you
it's
get
out.
Back away.
Robert Pattinson is probably going to town.
100%. Especially if there's no
He
one around
is
who's going to continue
vengeance.
to beat your ass until no one, no one's going to pull him off you. They're just going to continue to beat the shit out of you.
You're going to wake up, he's going to be standing over you, fucking makeup running down his face.
And he's
not my
going to
real
beat your ass
dad.
again
Yeah.
on GP.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess Keaton, because that would
I hate
be
that you said that.
comical.
That was Adam West.
If Adam
Alright.
West was in there, I'm definitely fighting Adam West.
So I could
Yeah,
say I
100%.
could probably beat that Batman, to be honest. Kick him in the hip.
He's too groovy for you, bro.
Well, that's been our Would You Rather episode. We made it this far. We always
Cogs are wheels.
appreciate you. Thank you so much. Just been waiting an hour to say that.
Tops or doors.
Laptops to be doors, technically. Doors to another universe, you know? Bridge to Terabithia, perhaps.
I gotta get sad
Don't
with
forget
it.
to like,
I
comment,
don't think I've ever seen that
subscribe.
movie.
Awful.
If you're listening on Spotify, rate us 5 stars, please. Obviously, because you enjoyed the podcast, not because I'm asking you. I'm just reminding you, technically. And yeah, check us out. All socials down below.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.